You should recognize this spot and my Waterwalk companion. But why I stopped here was because this ground is so soaked, and to the extent that you tend to slip on it. And I think it's for a couple of reasons. The principal one is I think that this is a very shallow layer of topsoil, maybe 2 inches, over a bed of clay. That's what I suspect. But my zonjas will reveal the truth. I just wonder how many of them to start and where. I think I'll start a bunch of them. Why not? There, I've started one. It'll fill in no time. And I'll start one up there, maybe over there, and certainly there. The highest spot that looks like it has the most water is where I'm going to start these. I'm sure in this light, well, there's a brand new Zanja that I just started. You can see it. There's one a little closer. There's one, I think, right in there. There's one you can probably make out over there. But with this light, it's going to be hard to see. Also because I just started them. Now, in an hour, when I come back to get the pigs, I'll probably check here again, maybe bring the camera, and they should be very apparent. Now, why so much water is leaking out so widely there is largely because of this old Zanja, which I have revived, and it's not going the whole way out that way. I'll see if I can fix that. But you see, it was leaking some, but it's infiltrating this whole area. And where's it getting its water? Well, a super rainy spell that we've had for over a month, but also the aqueduct up there. There, I just lengthened this a little bit. There was a high spot, and you see now it's going across it. I can't stress enough how important it is to be working with pigs, free-ranging pigs when you're doing this. The last time, when I built this in the first place, this very Zanja, certainly didn't know the word Zanja, and it was about 40 years ago, and I didn't have any pigs. I had cows. They don't do the same job, but this land was so dry that I was scratching the Zanja. Really, well, sometimes it would soften if I had water, and I had to have water, which I had, but I could sometimes only go like 4 inches in a visit or in a day, and I had to wait till it softened things up. Well, coming along, I wanted to say this is just such super easy Zanja building and now because of the way the pigs have got this ground. It would be much harder up there because it hadn't been rooted up. But I stopped again here because here's a box turtle, no doubt a descendant from Jim and Jam. They come out about now, partly because of the wild strawberries, I guess. But they like the Zanjas too. Oh, I gotta film this. Tux thinks that's pretty interesting too. I would guess that they're having sex. Well, I'll leave him to it. Come on, Tux. One more stop in this morning walk. There's Tux going to check out my granite countertops. Gabriel did that video for me yesterday because it was too hectic in there and I just didn't have time. But I wanted other people to see what I had in mind. So there's 3 lavanderias, laundries, for back when it was primitive, fossil fuel free, and you're looking at the coping or the countertops, if you will, for those 3. Now you see, I tried to make it symmetrical here. That edge is straightened out. This edge is straightened out. The inner edges are running wild. I've got them up on 4x4s, but I've decided I'm going to put them all up on 4x4 benches before I try to put masonry under them. I've got plenty of that material, too much really, 4x4s. And so I can make 14 or so benches that'll put them up at counter height. And this one is empty. you know, if everything were going to be symmetrical. But I've got two more coming that are a pool table, two halves of a pool table, thick slate, enormously heavy. And I can put one there, one there. They're 42 by 44, each one of them. And then that will free this up for some other spot. I don't know. And as Gabriel tried to explain, I have a lot of this material. This what it is it's baseboard, and it's meant to be like that. And this is what grips the wall, of course. But I would do it the opposite, because that, I think, would work as a ceramic washboard. And the green stuff, I just put it there to show that I have it for decoration, if you want. And I have lots of it. I think I will go over and show you my supply. So what I tried to do was make things symmetrical. The open end would be up against the fountain wall. That's where the freshest, cleanest of the water would come in. It'd be a tub of some sort, or tank, in the middle of all. Now let's go down and take a look at this ceramic. There you can see two baskets full of that green tile. There's another one, there's another one. See, I've got lots and lots of this stuff. There's the baseboard, and this basket is mostly full of that baseboard. I have some of it that's a different color, which has some artistic potential, I think. I'm not sure. That's why I consult artists. Although the principal one, really, Wayne Frost, he says that this is all a waste of time. He's going to explain more why that's true a little later. He says in the video. Oh, I wanted to put this up against the. Here's some that I can get out one-handed. So I would have that kind of. Color. I like that. Why not? I've got it. Might as well use it, huh? I will put the question to Wayne Frost. I did put the question, well, what would you do with 14 granite countertops? And I also need to put the question, and how would you have your 120 homeless that you're hosting wash their clothes fossil fuel free, etc.?